I bet you had no idea that you can use a 24-inch iMac like the one sitting right here as an extended display or a completely different monitor for a Mac like the one sitting right here. Let me show you how. Welcome back to the channel. So we have a fun one today. A lot of people bought these 24-inch iMacs like the one sitting right here, and they're great systems. One of the big complaints though is a lot of people say, hey, I bought this awesome screen, but I can't use this as an extended monitor or a monitor for another Mac like this M2 MacBook Air sitting right here. And you can, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So long story short, we're going to get into that first, and then I'm going to show you also some tips on maybe how to get this to work on the beloved 5K iMac. I have one sitting over there, but maybe how to get this to work on there. I have some tips for that. Couldn't get it to work yet, but I have a theory on how it's going to work just like I can get it to work for this one. So stay tuned to the end of the video for that. But without further ado, let's get into how this is actually going to work. You'll be wowed by this. So if you do buy a 24-inch iMac, you can now use it as your main display, extended display for another computer like this Mac down here, and it makes the value of this so much better. So let's get into it. Oh yeah, and before I get into that, I just want to show you, I have a Thunderbolt 3 cable here. I don't know if you can see that, but I have it connected from this is the M2 MacBook Air 15-inch all the way into my iMac, and I have them basically going in through no hubs or anything like that. It's a direct connection in. So you want to go ahead and get a Thunderbolt 3 cable like this and connect them between both systems. That's the first step in this, so make sure you have these two connected. All right, step number 2, over here you'll see I'm on the 24-inch iMac over here, and I'm going to share my screen here, so let's go ahead and share that screen. What you want to do is you want to go up to the Apple icon and you want to click System Settings. And once you're in here, up in the search box up here, you want to type in, and I'm going to type it in over here, but AirDrop. Let me go ahead and type that in. So once you type that in, you're going to see over here it says AirDrop, Handoff, and AirDrop. Just click on either of those. You're going to get to AirDrop and Handoff. Down in here, you're going to see AirPlay Receiver. See it right here? This is the setting you want. You want to make sure this is not off. You want to make sure actually cancel that. You want to make sure it's on. Mine's on right now. If you want to turn it on or off, you'll have to put in your password, but mine's on. Just make sure this is on, and then you can go ahead and shut off this, and that's the first step in the process. Now this iMac, the 24-inch over here, is all ready to go. All right, so now we're going to go over to the M2 MacBook Air over here. I'm going to share my screen so you can see this up close. You want to go up to the Apple icon up in the upper left-hand corner. You want to go down to, let me just see here, System Settings right here, and click on that. Inside of here, you want to go down to Displays. See it right there? Click on that. Now you're in here. Now in here, you're going to see this is the display for the device I'm on. But since I enabled the iMac over there, the 24-inch iMac, you want to go over to this little check mark here. See, it's a little plus. Click on that. Now watch what happens. Let me go ahead and click on that. Sorry about that. You're going to see that in here, it's going to list the iMac here because now I have that target. I went ahead and I did the AirDrop. I set the AirDrop up on the other side, so now it shows up in this list of stuff over here. So what I want to do is I want to select the iMac here, M1 iMac 24-inch. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Watch what happens. Right away, look at the screen over on the left. You're going to see that now is instantly now perfectly going to be another screen for this system right here. I'm going to prove that to you in a second, but let's just take a look at what we did. So over here, if we look over here, here's the two systems now. Not just one it's showing both of them. Let's click on the actual computer here, so we'll make sure we're on this M2 MacBook Air. And you can see that this is the main display. You want to leave this as the main display if you can. Then what you want to do is you want to click on Craig's M1 iMac right here. Click on that now. Now watch what happens. You can go ahead and you can set this to the extended display, which it is. You can make it a mirror or you can make it the main display, but I'm going to leave it as extended display there. That's perfect for this example. All right, a couple things to note here really quickly. So now this iMac's on the left-hand side of this computer. You can arrange it any way you want, and I'll show you that. You can click on this button, Arrange. You can drag this around to have this above it, to the right, to the bottom, and I'll explain what that means. But anyways, it's on the left-hand side. So what that means is if you take this icon here, and see it over here, here it is, I'm moving it around right there. You can see it. Now if I go to the left, watch what happens. Over here now, on the screen over here, here's the icon over here, see it? Now I'm actually on the iMac over here, so it's a completely extended display, meaning that I can put different programs over here than are sitting on the system over there. So it's a completely different display, it's pretty amazing. All right, I'm back over here on the M2 MacBook Air. A couple things I want to show you just before we go ahead and do a couple things. So I'm going to click on, see this says Craig's iMac right there, I'm going to click on that. And so here's the resolutions I can set for this. Now if I open this up, there's something called Show All Resolutions down here. I'm going to click on that. See that? It's going to open up all the resolutions. Usually this will default to a 1920 by 1080, which will be the resolution of the iMac over there. That doesn't seem like it's the best resolution. Let me just show you what I mean. So if you go back over here, and we bring this down over here, and we can actually open up something like, let me just go in here. We can open up something Safari, and we can go ahead and open up YouTube. So this is actually a pretty big screen. You can see it over there, and the reason is that is going to be 1080, right? Still super clear, still one of the best 1080 screens you've ever seen. Incredibly smooth, everything's perfect in this, and I'll prove that to you in a second. But what I want to do is a little bit different. I'm going to come back over here, and instead of doing that, I want to go ahead and set this to a different resolution. There's a couple up here. If I set it too high, watch this, 3440, like that, everything gets just way too small on the iMac over there. So what I found is the best resolution really is 2560 by 1440. I'm going to click on that right there, and that gives me a good screen on the iMac, a good representation, good size, good text, everything like that. Everything seems really clear and really responsive. So let me go ahead and prove that to you. All right, so just to prove this to you, let's do a couple things. So if I actually go over here, I'm on the iMac, and I pick up this screen here, and I go, watch what happens. I can go like this, and look how fast this is. There's really no delay or lag or anything like that. Look at that. I can move this between both screens. See over here now, I'm gonna have it over here on the MacBook Air. I'm gonna move it back over here, but look how fast I can move this back and forth. It's pretty incredible. And the colors and stuff over here on the iMac are just incredible. They're perfect, very good resolution, no lag whatsoever. I'm gonna go in here, and let's just pull up, let me go up here. I'm gonna type in Marquez. We're gonna do Marquez Brownlee just because I can. Let's see what happens here. So we're gonna go up and pull open a video of his. Just click on that. We're probably gonna get an ad here that we're gonna have to skip through, so let's just skip ahead on the ad. All right, so you can see his videos playing here. I mean, just look how clear that is. It's actually ultra clear. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's probably not gonna come through perfectly. Let me go ahead and just open this up to a full screen here. So I'm gonna open that up, but everything in here is just perfectly smooth, perfectly crisp. It's just an incredible view of Marquise Brownlee. You can see it there. So it is actually that extended display working perfectly again. So I'm gonna go ahead and minimize this a little bit just like that. Once again though, if I wanna go ahead and move this back over here, I can move this back over here. If I wanna move it back over here, I can move it back over here. I can open up any application down here and it'll come up onto the iMac, or I can open up any application. Just see, here's my mouse. I can just move it right back over here. Now I'm on this screen over here, and I'm gonna shut this down over here just like that. So I can work back and forth, and you can see how quickly that is. So this is a perfect setup if you want to use the 24-inch iMac as that secondary screen for this M2 MacBook Air, or really any M series MacBook Airs, not just Airs, any M chip Macs. I mean, basically it should work on all of them. You really just need to have this connection here going into the iMac. That's the key, so it's not going over the Wi-Fi. You get no latency then if you do that over here on the video. Everything just is perfectly smooth, perfectly responsive because of that connection. So this is perfect, and I think I figured it out here. Very easy to set up. You guys can fool around with the resolutions and stuff, but it's pretty incredible. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up, but before I do that, now I couldn't get this to work. I have a 27-inch 5K iMac over there, 2017. I couldn't get it to work the same way because when I went to the iMac over there, I showed you had that AirDrop setting that you have to turn on. It didn't have that over there. So you couldn't turn on that AirDrop receiver setting, and that was one of the problems. It doesn't have it. I did some research on this, and I found some people getting it to work on older iMacs, and I was like, how are they getting it to work? It doesn't have it. Somehow it has something to do with the T2 chip or something. I did a little research on it. Now, I haven't tested it myself, but I think they were all using OpenCore Patcher. So they used OpenCore Patcher. Now, I'm running basically Sonoma on both of these, but I think it'll work with Ventura as well. But they were using, they basically took like a 2017 iMac 5K. They upgraded it to either Ventura or Sonoma, but they used OpenCore Patcher. Somehow that tricked the system into putting that setting back so that the 5K iMac would have that setting. And then you can take another Mac like this, turn it on over there, and do the exact same thing with that 5K. And I don't know the resolutions yet because I haven't tried it. I just didn't want to go ahead and redo the whole thing with OpenCore on because I use that system over there a lot. But I think that's the key to it. So if you guys want to test it out, if anyone's running OpenCore on a 5K iMac, an older one, and you can get that target mode, the AirDrop target, and then you can set it up just like I did, tell me if that works. I think it will, and it'll be a game changer. You won't have to use something like Luna and stuff. And Apple, they might not be that happy, but you paid a lot of money for that thing, and I think you should be able to use it as a second screen just like you can here. I have nothing special here. It's all no special software, nothing like that. All right out of the box, works perfectly. So I'm gonna wrap up the video. You tell me what you think. So this is actually a really cool thing. For the money you spend on these things, this should be a secondary display. I'm out of breath because I'm moving all a bunch of stuff around. But anyways, you get the idea. This should be a secondary display. It's beautiful. It may not be the perfect resolution when you do it this way, but the lag is pretty minimal. It worked really good. And I'm going to use it like this almost all the time now because it's one of those things where once you discover it, you don't want to go back. The monitor is just beautiful. So tell me in the comments, did this help you guys? Maybe you'll buy now a 24-inch iMac because it's so much more valuable. Really cool. I'm going to wrap this up before I collapse. We'll talk to everybody soon. Peace.